skydivers loading into the airplane. It could be an adventure of a lifetime. That pilot is going to be a commercial pilot. Okay, that was a soft field takeoff kind of, or maybe not. The altimeter was 30.15 about 2 hours ago, and is rising. The temperature was about 14, and the field elevation is 670 feet above sea level. I'm mentioning this in case you have a feel that the aircraft is climbing too slow. The aircraft is 150, no, Cessna 172, possible 150, 160 horsepower. Two pilots. One is about 190 pounds, the other one is about 140 pounds. And is almost no wind. And these ones are still loading. Oh, look at that. Someone is teaching the kid how it's done. That's a beautiful machine. Look at that. And they are still climbing. That's about 3,000 feet. And they're all in. I will be recording when they take off. That's a bigger engine than a Cessna 172. Someone suggested that it could be a Cessna 180 something, a larger range. I don't know. I've seen them flying yesterday, climbing fast and long and steady steep climb, which I was impressed when compared to the 172 that I see all the times. And they were dropping skydivers from over 10,000 feet. Okay, so once they are on the runway, I'll start recording again. Wind is calm. Okay, it's getting busy. It's someone on upwind side. He's at maybe 2,500, and he will be crossing the midfield to join the active side, which is 06 or 24. And that one is taxiing on the gravel. I'm not sure if it does run up. I don't think they should do the run up on the gravel, but I don't know airplanes. I just noticed that they go higher RPM. And that one is joining downwind left 06. Okay, and he has sort of a dirt taxiway or gravel, and that one is on downwind. Not the, yeah, and still on downwind, turning into base. Okay, this is a Cessna Cardinal. I don't know that, I never heard of that, but I'm told it's a Cardinal 177 or something like that, with no struts on the wings. Okay, that one is on the final. Let's see, what is that on the picture? Okay, I see him. And that one is waiting on his whole shot. I mentioned that in the past, I don't know airplanes, but I learned things on the simulator. I used to have a 5-screen simulator. Then I took one screen off because was too much strain on my video card, and then I used the top screen just for the instruments, or some instruments. Okay, it's touching down nicely. Touch and go, yes. So it was maybe just a flight to have a stop point. I don't know why they do that. Okay, once he is out of the circuit, that one is backtracking 06, loaded with passengers, and I still have a bunch of minutes on my phone memory. I left my truck door unlocked here outside the airport. I have a bunch of gear inside, and everything is out in the open, stuff on the dashboard and stuff, some GPS, expensive InReach stuff. My iPad is on there, like with the window rolled down. This is a countryside, and I do that when I go to Squamish at the monastery. Same thing, like I leave my key in the ignition, and I thought I'm a countryside guy. But yesterday I saw my friend left his Land Rover or something like that, with the key in ignition and the windows open. When I go to the city, everyone is in panic. Yeah, so that's probably a pilot and maybe at least 3 skydivers, at least. And it's climbing pretty good, it's solid climbing. Last night I saw a deer. It was sitting in the grass over there, and it was looking at me. I was looking at it, and then I was trying to chase it outside the airport, and I found that they use a little opening in the fence. a broken fence, and it just got out through that one. Probably entered the same area. Lots of mosquitoes in the evening. I slept in the car overnight, so today I will go into the valley, see if people are flying, like paragliding pilots are flying. I used to fly in that area, paragliders, and last night I met one of the pilots, one of the people flying often in the area because he's a resident, and he mentioned that today there should be lots of paragliding activity. Okay, so that one is still climbing. This one is still doing his own thing, and once this guy is up in the air with they have two young guys. Everyone, both are about 190 pounds each, maybe 180 pounds each. A female passenger with a baby. So that is loaded aircraft. So she is probably 160 pounds, the baby is another maybe 30 pounds. Yeah, it's a normal load. He just landed, and this is just departing. Okay, he might stop by the fuel pump, so I need to...
Cover to traffic, Cessna Cardinal, Foxtrot 5, Uniform Echo, going to enter the active and backtrack to take off on 06.
Okay, I need to keep clear of this active area. Okay, this is Canadian...
traffic, Cessna Cardinal, Foxtrot 5, Uniform Echo, tracking for takeoff on 06.
Canadian Aviation College. Why they keep the flaps down? I thought on my simulator I get a warning. Flaps up, flaps up, flaps up. I don't know. Maybe it's not in their checklist. I will disable the comments because every pilot is so unique. Everyone has a strong opinion about flying. So I'm not a pilot, that's why I need to disable the comments. Okay, they retracted the flaps. And I want to see that one taking off. The Cessna Cardinal.
Cessna Cardinal, Foxtrot 5, Uniform Echo on the roll on 06.
Okay. No wind. Okay, he's about 50, 70. And the skydiving operator is somewhere up above the Lillooet Lake. I don't see them, I don't hear their aircraft engine. Yesterday was pretty loud, I could spot them circling above, and it was cool. I've seen people deploying their wing, their parachute. It's cool to see that stuff. So this one is not climbing for some reason. Maybe he goes over the lake. Can't say, not sure. Yeah, so he is over there on the left, now in the center. He's not very high up now, he's climbing very little. They might go for a tour.
Starting traffic, Cessna Cardinal, Foxtrot 5 so turning crosswind from 06, I'm going to be climbing up to, departing to the north and climbing up to 8,500 feet.
Oh, he's in a crosswind that far, wow. Yeah, and now he is over the hangars, like behind that, and he's climbing. I'm just looking at the performance in the climb. Like you see a bunch of people online posting about the different sports. Talking about sports engines and high RPMs and torque, all this fun stuff. Same thing, you will find lots of people posting about different engine performances and sharing their experience. Yeah. And this lady is up somewhere in the sky at 9,000 something, climbing to 10,000 something feet, which is over 3,000 meters above the sea level. And this is not very high elevation field, 670, so it's like almost sea level. Whistler is way higher, it's like 2,000 something. Okay, so we'll wait for those guys to jump, and then I'm heading to my other trip. Okay, so he is checking something on the fuel tanks.
Traffic, Cessna Cardinal, Foxtrot Echo, just over by Mosquito Lake, and you're going to be north of Mosquito Lake, and you're going to be doing a shuttle climb here up to this north of Mosquito Lake, where we're going to Echo.
Yes, the skydivers are about that way. I don't know if it can be seen on the camera, but it does not matter. It's very high, like 10,000 feet, 3,000 meter. Like it's higher than that mountain. That mountain is like a 2,800 meter above sea level or something like that, and they are above that. And from that altitude, from that height, they can see. Oh, I could hear some scream, like someone screaming in the airplane, like the ones who are still in the cockpit. Okay, so I see them like a one. I don't see the second one. I see the airplane and one jumper. It's a tiny dot. Sunshine is on my screen, on my lens. I don't see the other one. I see only one. And yeah, from that height you see glaciers. Oh yeah, so one just deployed. I don't know if I can zoom in. Yeah, I could hear the parachute. That's very high stress on that textile material, on the fabric. Is like I don't know how often they check the material for stress, porosity, and likely they have some standard into their business. I'm saying it's cool. It's really something. Oh yeah, I see another one. It's over there. I don't know if I can see it on the camera, but it's not really important. And I will pause the recording, and when they are lower to the ground, I'll record again. So that's excitement. It's a scream of adrenaline and feeling alive. Have you felt being alive? It's a beautiful day, and it can be a beautiful life. It can be a beautiful life if you have the right people in your life, in your circles. Okay, so that one is doing something over there. Let's focus on this thing because, oh yeah, it's the tandem. I could hear two voices. Hi. Wow, I see tumbles. But it's weird. How come they don't stall the wing? Wow. I stalled my wing several times paragliding, doing steep turns or two steep turns into some rough air, and it's getting scary. Yes, it's probably a woman pilot flying the passenger, the person who bought the experience. Okay, so that's almost landing. A dice. Very cool. And let's see the other one. And I hear the airplane flying down very fast, pushing hard. Let's get back down on the ground. So I get another load of happy faces. Wow, oh, so steep. That's freaking scary. Yeah, and he's doing. Yeah, she had a bad radio. Even yesterday I could hear that high pitch which comes from the engine or some electrical stuff. And she will go on the long final. I saw them landing with the tailwind. Wow, she is so fast. It's really powerful machine. These are the college, aviation college people departing. Okay, let's see her into final for 2-4 with light tailwind. The wind is not too bad. Let's see, what is the windsock? Windsock, where is that? Oh yes, right here. So it's like a couple of knots. Tailwind, it's not bad at all. And that one is doing something funny. There are two young adults in their 20s flying this airplane. Likely. Yeah, her radio is so bad. But, you know, we fly safely. I don't know if maybe she doesn't know the radio sounds that bad. Okay, let's try to focus on this thing.
Is 2 miles to the northwest of the field heading eastbound at 3000.
I'm curious if they do the run up here, facing this way. Skydiving aircraft, letting you know that your radio causes a high-pitched squealing sound is so annoying. They do the run up, not facing into the wind. I don't know, on my simulator it gives me a warning. It's a customized simulator software, and if I'm not pointing into the wind, it gives me a warning. It doesn't say stop the fuck what you're doing, it does say something nicer. I mentioned that because these are supposed to be professional pilots at some point. But the thing is, they assign kids as instructors, kids who have maybe 100 something hours or maybe 200, building time on their students' money or whatever money, and I don't know, it's I would never fly with an instructor under 25. I would never do that. Maybe I'm old school, but I've seen people flying in pit meadows, same idea. And if you look at the reports, these young instructors who get the rating very, very fast, they tend to cut corners, lots of them. Why? I'm telling you, it's a philosophical thingy. It's a generation of dopamine seekers. I've flown with even older people with the face on the gadgets. Like I'm in the cockpit behind in a back seat, and the pilot is in his 60s and he has iPad, he has the GPS with big screen, he has a cockpit with big screen, and he is touching maps all the time. And I say, okay, traffic, and he said, oh, where is that? So I am, as a passenger, I'm looking for the traffic and he doesn't see it. So dopamine seekers. I will not jump into an aircraft with these people. Maybe I would fly with this lady who's a skydiver pilot, maybe. Because she does that for a living and for a long time, likely. I saw her flying yesterday and today. It's like, whoa, that's a good skill. But with this type of people, that's my 2 cents. And the lady who was on the radio, she's also very good. I know this pilot who called the traffic earlier. She works on her. Yeah, so he has 10 slopes down. I don't know, maybe he does simulate the soft field takeoff. I have no idea. I just noticed the flaps are lowered a bit. Okay, so let's see how these people are taking off, which is pretty easy. It's like one of the easiest places to take off and land. Yeah, still flaps down. If you see the type of takeoff, so in 10 flaps on this Cessna, if they do a short, like a soft field takeoff type, they should not stop. And let's see how they do it, how they call the traffic. So that continuous roll, and yeah, so that's a soft field takeoff procedure. That's why he got the flaps down. It's good, pretty good. So you see if my early comments are crap. So ground effect, whoa, that's really good. Yeah, it's a rocky, but ground effect was only like a second, which was kind of short. So he goes over, what he does, he takes Lillooet Lake. Yeah, he retracted the flaps just now. His takeoff was just a bit. Yeah, he will work on it at some point. But otherwise, pretty good. And he will fly over the. Let's see where I lost them. Over the lake, Lillooet Lake, then Harrison Lake, and then Chilliwack, and then Pitt Meadows, as the aircraft is from Pitt Meadows. Okay, so if someone is above the circuit, probably they will cross the midfield. And I've seen enough landings. Yeah, it's an East Indian student, according to the accent. Yeah, they likely are going for airlines. Maybe it's only 3,000 feet, it's not very high up. Okay, let's see the other one.
Traffic 172 Golf Oscar Papa Victor is 1 mile to the south of the field. Will descend onto the dead side and join downwind for 06 for full stop.
Already 34 minutes of recording. Okay, who has the patience to watch this thing? I don't know. I'm just holding my camera and enjoying my day here. Actually, it's a Father's Day. I'm supposed to be dead today. Ah, I forgot. I slept in the car overnight here at the airport near the river. I saw some stars, some mosquitoes, river sound.
With the traffic, so far, you got Oscar positive for crossing in midfield to George Ellis, 06.
Okay, so she is right here. And I will pause till she gets on the final. So the aircraft is at 1700 feet, or at least it's around that circuit height. It's a downwind left 06. Okay, touch and go.